Let's get back to work. Um, I don't think most people understand biology and how reproduction works among human beings. Okay. Um, Now, in order to get a consistent, consistent molecular structure comes out of the female, not the male. Do you understand? Okay. That's why it's the Holy Grail and the Ark of the Covenant. Okay. The Ark of the Covenant comes from a consistent line of a consistent female. Okay, do you understand it? You ever read the book Ivanhoe with Rebecca and the Knights Templar and stuff? See, the Templar is trying to be the sire of the Messiah, and he wants to have sexual access to Rebecca, who's reputed to be the Holy Grail, from the line of the Holy Grail. That's what the whole book's about. I don't think most people don't understand genetics. Richard Dawkins has explained it numerous times, but that's why he says, when they talk to him, he says, well, Jesus was obviously intelligent enough not to believe in God, and that's not what. No, God is not a human invention, and neither is religion. No more than the tree and the sun is an invention. Okay. And so it's really hard. Well, I was watching stuff on astronauts, and he's pissed. It's like, what? It's like, he goes, you shouldn't want to be he goes, anybody who wants to be an astronaut is a selfish idiot. Okay. If you need to be an astronaut, it's most likely because of things that selfish idiots have done, that there's a necessity to have to be an astronaut. Okay. Now, yes, it's like a healthy body. Okay. You're fucking everything up. It's like, we got to look for a new donor planet for a better body because these people fucked it up. Then you have to be an astronaut. And so wanting to be an astronaut without living the Lord's Prayer first is egotistical and insane. Okay. And in ancient times, when we were doing it, it was like, okay, they were so fucked in the head. But today, there's no excuse. You've had Krishnamurti, you've had Suzuki, you've had Salase, and then you have Parsons to come and correct everything that might have got cut out or censored or whatever, like Suzuki and Jesus said, don't believe anything I ever said or wrote about myself. And so, people, well, that's, no, bullshit, okay? Yeah, if you're an astronaut, or you're a rocket scientist, or you're some kind of super smart person, right? There is no excuse for being as arrogant and obnoxious and pretentious as you are. There's no excuse for it. At all, period. Okay? We're a global unity movement. Okay? There's no excuse to be such a fucking egocentric, insidious asshole. It's inexcusable. It's like that fucking Ad Astra movie with Donald Sutherland and fucking Brad Pitt. It's too, you've done Harvey Navy football hymns and the war on the North Pole. Who would go to war on the North Pole? Why would you even fucking go up there? What would you be fighting about or over? Oh no, the penguins are going to no, that's the South Pole. Son of a bitch. Oh, the polar bears are taking over. I mean, that's just stupid. To even conceive something that idiotic, it's not ridiculous. It's more disgusting of a thought, like those stupid movies that have that. What the fuck are you doing up there? Why are you fucking doing that? Why are you destroying the preciousness of the ecosystem because of what? Oh, because you can do it? That is just, it's stupid. It's beyond stupid. It's like, what the fuck? Okay. I'm sorry, I just got through watching Pete Davidson talking about how he needs economic security on Shark Tank with all these idiots, Mr. Wonderful. And I'm like, these fucking people are insane. Okay. It's about socks. Okay, people need socks. Solomon? Okay. Jesus, right? Somebody stole my coat. Timothy, somebody stole my coat. Here, take mine. Then you won't have one. These are civilized people, and they're supposed to be superior to King Solomon's Israel, right? Say my name. People say he's crazy, but their brains are lazy. So you get people, they talk to Jesus. These assholes talk to Jesus. Okay, I don't know if Pete Davidson knows who the fuck I am from Adam. I don't know if Kimmy Kardashian does. I'll check her out tonight on Fallon, right? I don't know. Okay. I don't know if Kim Kardashian, because most people in town, a lot of people don't know, have a clue who the fuck I am. It's like, hello, I'm the Messiah. You really don't think so? You really that fucking stupid? There are people that do know who I am. Okay. And understand what I'm doing and saying to some rudimentary degree. The guy thinks he's like Jesus. It says so in the Bible, you fucking idiot. Okay, you're like Jesus. And then that's always your alter ego is Jesus. And your alter ego is a superhero that's better than me. Okay? But you are a pile of shit, which is why you need the alter ego superhero in the sky to save you from being a pile of shit comparing yourself to me, right? Fuck, I'll take my order to go. Thank you very much. Okay, do you understand? Okay. I appreciate myself. Yes, okay. That people that confront on me, can come up in front on me and act like, I'm here, hoo ha 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 ha. It's like, hoo ha ha, fuck what? And the way they treat me like shit at Blake's and all that, and at Fiesta Foods, the stutterer, he was real, there's no one listening on that phone. What do you mean there's no fucking listening on that phone? Did you sign off on a contract on that? Have you read the Patriot Act? Do you know who the fuck I am? Okay, I am Earl from the book of Revelation. What do you mean there's no one listening on that phone? I'm trying to get you to be a decent, courageous, kind, caring Christian. And David Rockefeller said, they'll gladly kill over me and my grandpa's money and watch you and Jesus die, Parsons. And he nailed you fuckers all to the wall. There you are on the Smithsonian say, this is a moron. This is a portrait of a moron. That'll be $2 million. That's a moron that sells lots of socks. The fuck? And don't forget cell phones and minutes on cell phones. What the fuck is wrong with you people? It's a rhetorical question. Okay, but you're sitting there, you're like, it's disturbing. I like Pete Davidson. Okay. His eyes look worse than mine. I'm like, you're either doing drugs or you're so stressed out you're not sleeping. Either that or he's a dad of a newborn. I don't know. At his age, when I had newborn kids, my eyes never looked like that. Okay? I used to go for weeks and months with, Amy would go screw around, 4 hours sleep a night and shit like that. I never looked that, God damn, you look like hell. Your eyes look like an old man's, dog. Okay, see? They had to bombard me with Wi-Fi, okay? And then chemical poison me to the point where I have to go out in the sun and get eaten by mosquitoes. Then I go out there and then I have to have the chemical poisoning from the goddamn Roundup come through, and it's going out the spots where they say that's melanoma. It's tissue scarring from cancer cells forcing poison out of my body rapidly. Okay. And my cancer cells, I thank my cancer cells for being so healthy and trying to keep me alive by taking all the shit these assholes put in my body and trying to get it out as rapidly as humanly possible. Okay? Suzuki, Sonia said, Earl, thank your body for being so strong, faithful, and precious. And I do. And I tell my body, here's what we're going to do and here's what I plan. I did not do this to myself. I am not doing this to myself. And I intend on doing everything that I can on stopping this from happening to me and other people. So body, just hang in there with me. Heart, hang in there with me and stuff. Tonight, when I'm done with this and we're letting this load, I'm going to do resistance training on the thing. Not a lot. Just, one set. We're going to do one set for like 2-3 months maybe. One set. Butts, chest, back, shoulders. And always every day, butt and abs. One set. And 20 reps, And then, that's what I did last time, and I started moving up, and Suzuki is like, no. Just do it till, it feels comfortable. Just keep doing it. You are poisoned half to death by a bunch of chicken shit, jealous perverts. Boy, Suzuki, that came out of you. I know. I see a weed, see it, pull it, cut it. Thank you. I love you too. I love you too. He's the best. The best was when I was pulling the weeds along the ditch. And I'm bending over and having all these problems. He goes, why don't you just step into the ditch and pull the weeds that way? I'm like, you couldn't have said that like 2 hours ago. He wasn't necessarily paying attention. He just was sitting there, I'm pulling weeds. And then, you don't sit there and you don't examine the situation. He's pulling weeds. And then he's connecting to my frustration. It's like, what? No, he goes, you got that, 4-foot ditch right there? Yeah. Step into it and pull the weeds. Wow, I didn't have to bend over, no back hurting, no nothing, no string, no nothing, just pulling weeds. So next year, if I need to, when I pull that, just step in the ditch, walk in, boom, 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 pull them all. You're fine. Your back doesn't hurt. You don't have to bend over. You don't have to. It's wonderful. It's intelligent. And all the ones that are up high, you go get them the old-fashioned way, bending over. But everything near the ditch, you can just stand there, reach up and grab. And hopefully, I'll be able to grab even the ones that are up high, so I won't have to ever bend over to pull the weed along that ditch bank ever again. Oh, and I'm proud of it. That ditch bank has hardly any spots where there's dead weeds from Roundup, period, because I just went through and I just pulled the fuck out of them. And the same with that, me and my Forrest Gump self getting in that, Bubba said, Dad said that, go do that. And he told me, go get Anna. So, when I get going later this week, once it dries out more, if we get rain, we get rain. But once it dries out more, I'll go and I'll cut it again. And tell her, no, don't you offer me anything. Dad said to. It's part of the whole, the more love the more love we can show to our neighbors and help our neighbors feel, the better everybody's going to feel around us. Our job is to be the gospel, share the gospels, and understand the gospel, live the gospels, So that's our job. Don't you get it? That's our job, Daniel. That's our job, Joseph. That's our job, Abraham. Come on, let's get to it, yeah. They told me that today when I was checking the mail. It's like, Earl, you said, and the other day when I was driving to the store, I said, I always thought the best way to do the gospels was just your little corner of the world, teach, coach, whatever, and be the best person that you could be, and then shine this little light of mine. And that's how you change the world. It's not by getting on TV and say, everybody pay attention to me, I'm going to solve all your problems. I said, no, you should just focus on you and the people around you and the people that you love and try to be the best faithful lover you can possibly be. And that's how you will change the world. And you know what? I was right. I wanted to teach, and Hugo Tovar said to me, said, you are, you said you wanted to teach and coach, and you are the best coach. You're one of the best coaches and teachers ever. And you have to be the guy, the Raphael, the guy, the guy in the book of Revelation of the Bible, because anybody else, any other man would have already killed your wives by now. They would have killed him. Okay. They would have killed, he didn't know about the stuff with Stephanie. No, they would have killed him. Any guy, the way she used to attack me, and when she grabbed the testicles and tried to kill me out of the shower, physically tried to kill me, they would have had her locked up or killed her or, whatever. And I'm like, yeah, I guess most guys probably would have. I knew she was going through post-traumatic stress, and I knew it was extreme conditions, and I knew I could protect myself from her. But the thing about it is, no, she sat there and told you that she used to sit over you with a kitchen knife and contemplate stabbing you in the ribs and right in your heart. I'm like, yeah, that's pretty hideous. That's pretty bad. That's really mentally and emotionally disturbed. Well, I'll let the Pentagon take care of that. No, I think she's gotten better now because my son Patrick helped raise her. So, I raised Patrick raised Stephanie. And so, but with Amy was different, but Amy was younger, and Amy was personally picked with different science things and stuff. She was born in 1980 by the Temple of Set Illuminati to try to bring me off my moral high horse and my overdeveloped sense of honor and make me into, one of Bill Clinton's, the Trumps, and the Epsteins, and the Maxwell's business partners. And don't forget the Obamas and the Bidens. Yeah, that's right. Don't forget all those people. They're all in the same business. You need us. They're all the honeybees. You need us. And then when the mosquitoes left the island, they didn't take the castaways because they didn't want the honeybees to try to take away their, fame as being rock stars. Tonight I was accidentally I was in the tub, and it went to Survivor, and they had Survivor and all I could think of on there was, you need us. You need us. It was the honeybees. I'm like, this is so fucking ridiculous, isn't it? A bunch of mosquitoes. Okay, guys, we'll talk tomorrow, right? You know how much I love you. If you know who Jesus is, you should know who Earl is. If you don't know who Jesus is, you need to stop praying to the comic book character from the Vatican.